kameraet sin.
Hallo! Velkommen til NM I puslespill parkonkurranse. We're so excited for the second day of the Norwegian Nationals. I just have to go sprint for another bag of the puzzle because I forgot to bring it.
You're running around all the way to the other side.
And it's
this
succulent
one,
love. Wait.
You may have
wait,
seen this in
the camera is mirrored. Let me just fix that because that's so annoying.
what is happening?
Okay.
We're fixing it.
No. Okay, now it's easier.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is
better.
the puzzle.
So that's the same
Succulent
puzzle
love.
that was used also in the German championship just some time ago.
Yeah, and I got an email from my Ravensburger contact, and she was like, "Hey, so they used this in the German championship. Like, do you want to change it? Like, we could give you the butterfly." And I'm like, no, I'll stick with this one.
Yeah, I mean, the time limit today for pairs is 90 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh. It's a good puzzle, though. I haven't done it, but it's very cute. It has a lot of, like, different kind of colors, so you can, like, easily say, I'm doing the blue one. I am pretty sure somebody's going to be right away, I want to do the red one. Just because it sticks out. I don't know if it's the easiest, but
I don't think it's the easiest to start with necessarily because it's
trap.
Big, so it's a lot of pieces. But what I did, I sorted out all the pieces that are like just red. I just sorted them into a pile. Get rid of them.
Yeah, it's maybe one of those puzzle pieces I was telling yesterday that, you know, they stick out so much that you actually want to just get them out of your way because you keep, like, your eyes are drawn into them all the time, so you just have to get them somewhere else. Yeah, so out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, and then there's less pieces to look through for everything else. But I think I sorted out all the red and all the blues and like the pink and purples. And like the one on the bottom, like that one, was pretty easy to spot. And also,
I'm also like looking
at this one is pretty easy to spot. Yeah, there's a lot of different.
I'm kind of like obviously this is one of those. I feel like this is a bit harder to analyze if you haven't done it. But I would probably start something that it's closer to the edges. So for example, the purple. But there's two purple flowers. So I'm not actually sure about it. But maybe the blue one.
Yeah. I think I don't remember the exact order I did it. Because I kind of, I don't know, I don't remember, but
I know nothing about anything.
I don't remember, but I remember doing like the blue and the purple and the pinks, and then like moving on to other stuff. But I didn't sort everything up front, so after I've done the ones that I pulled, I just went back through and pulled a few of the other ones that was recognizable, and also like the one next to the heart is also pretty easy to spot. So originally, like, some of those just went into the red because I was like, it's red, it goes there, and then there was also a few red flowers. So I kind of just like spread out the big red pile and just pulled out all the ones that I saw like, okay, they don't fit in this pile after all. Yeah,
what I feel like right now, we're actually analyzing this a lot from the solo point of view, but this is actually pairs.
So it's a bit of a different
I think
approach.
what is a little bit like tricky here is that if you're doing well, I'm just gonna call them plants, sorry. But if you're doing plants that actually connect to each other and you don't realize, so you're both kind of like chasing the coast pieces in between that connect them, and without realizing that you could already connect your island. I would assume that will happen a lot with this puzzle.
Yeah, so I think it's important to have some communication on this one, and also maybe
only
like
with this one, not with other puzzles.
Always important, but especially like when there's a lot of different islands that will connect.
Yeah.
But I think like for the pairs that has like a strong puzzler and a strong sorter, I think it's a good puzzle to like get the first person going with the assembling and the other person keeps sorting and like getting things
I think in general, whether you're doing pair or teams, you always should have like the person who is kind of like responsible for connecting islands, just for the reason that if you're like, okay, we can both do it, which is nice, but we all know that when everybody has the responsibility, nobody has it.
Yeah, and also then it's like if you start connecting islands and the other person just like kind of watches while and like helps, and it's like just wasting a bit of time. Yeah,
because I'm usually the one who connects islands, but then also like I told you this yesterday, but I have very shaky hands. So sometimes I'm like, I'm trying to lift the island and I can't. So then I'm still the responsible one. So I can just delegate it to somebody like, this island goes there. Can you please move it for me? Because mine like rumbling, it's going to break it. But this is such a nice puzzle. And this is like, so the pairs today, this is not a classification round. So we're like the same as teams, all in one shot for your, if you want to be in the podium. And then also today, we started quite early today, and we actually only have the individual final after this. And there is actually, I can't believe somebody's saying that there's also EJJ today. Like, how dare they hijack our event? Yeah, that's unbelievable.
But when I did this puzzle, my time was 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 0 seconds.
Oh man.
So it's a bit harder than we've had in the semifinals.
Yeah.
But it is a pairs puzzle, so
I mean,
it's allowed to be a bit harder.
Yeah, I don't know if you can relate to this because you have done it, but I would assume that it's not like necessarily hard, but it's like, you know where pieces go, but it's a bit harder to find exactly where on that.
Yeah, because like the succulents are hard to puzzle. Like even though you have all the pieces and it's just like this little part, but like finding out like exactly where on the flower they go.
Exactly.
It's a bit hard.
It's a little bit like a gradient sky. It's like very logical, you know how to build it, but it just takes a little bit longer. It's
not
flowing,
necessarily
but
hard, but slow.
Exactly. Yeah, so this is not like, oh my god, like I have no idea what am I doing. You kind of know what you're doing all the time, I would say, unless you're a very undecisive person. But could also happen. And I also think with this one, like kind of like if you choose something, you have to really stick with it and try to finish it, because this is kind of like I said, it takes a little bit slower. Takes a bit more time with each one that you're gonna do. But I wouldn't really jump around with this one unless like you really get stuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is there any comments? So there's a lot of people today.
Yeah.
Yay!
It's gonna be exciting to see how many we get on the final later, on the individual.
Yeah. Is our audio good, everyone? Yeah. It's a good questions, important questions.
And it's also answered. Yes, audio is great.
That's always good. I'm like, okay. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's interesting point. I think everybody here is doing this pairs puzzle in a way that it was like default setup, so you have chairs on the opposite sides.
There is actually one pair that asked me if it was okay if they both sit on the same side, so there's at least one of those.
I mean, and you can always do that. It doesn't matter how the organizers actually, unless it's like literally put on the rules, you cannot do it this way. You can always do it. I also use the end side of the table quite often. So if you, for example, do the puzzle like sideways, the other person can actually do it from the side and the other one right direction. So it's not like fully upside down for either one.
Yeah.
That works as well.
I also sometimes see people like taking the lid in like this way instead.
Oh, I hate that.
So that the puzzle will kind of just transfer easily.
So much.
I think it's like a good idea, but I think you need to practice with it for it to like make sense in your head.
Exactly. It requires a mental rotation in a way that not only mental rotation with the puzzle itself, but mental rotation also actually looking at the reference image. We have somebody, are you filming or photographing? Are you filming?
We're like posing for a picture. What were we saying?
I don't know, something. But something about the mental rotation. So you actually have, if you struggle with mental rotation already with the puzzle, then you're gonna have also the same trouble with looking at the reference image. So then it's kind of like double trouble over there.
But I think it might be easier to train yourself to like just like move it that way instead of like having to like flip it. Like I feel like it's harder for me when I'm sitting sideways, like the puzzle is in front of you upside down and the box is on the side. Like I feel like if the box was in front of me and the puzzle was upside down, it would have been easier to just like flip it 180, but the rotation is weird no matter what you do.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, I still haven't had a chance to talk with the person who did the puzzle yesterday upside down in solos. Where is that person?
I don't know.
I
didn't try to track her down, so I
we have to be. That's mind blowing to me. I just want to kind of like understand and analyze it, like how, like it's just like doing a solo puzzle upside down is insane to me. Hey, yes, please put your time predictions of this pairs round to the chat.
And there's also someone asking how many pairs there are, and there are
70, yes.
Yeah.
70 pairs. That's actually, so that's like 140 people. That's more than we had in competing in individuals, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, because there's 103 or 4 or something. There was one person who couldn't make it and didn't show up, and there was one person who is not going to be here today.
Yeah.
So there's only 102 in the final.
Okay.
But if everyone showed up, I think there would have been 106 people.
Yeah.
But there was also 2 people that signed up, but I never heard from
Yeah.
them again. Like they didn't pay and they didn't answer my email, so I just figured they weren't coming. But yeah.
All right.
But there's also been a lot of people signing up, like right at the end here. So.
I mean, I think I did that, but
yeah. Well, I knew you were coming. Well, I knew you were coming once you've actually bought the plane tickets, but
when I finally actually did that,
yeah,
and I was like, yeah, handle the registration. I hope it's not closing. I'm coming anyway.
Yeah.
Whether you let me compete or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think for pairs last year, I think we were 38 pairs.
Yeah.
So it's it's not quite doubled, but it's very close to doubling in the pairs category.
Yeah. And I'm always confused, like why people want to do the pairs and teams and compete in the individual. Okay, Veronica has to go somewhere because I call her the president of the house because she's literally doing everything. We've been running around also this morning, printing stuff and things. Okay, you came back. I was like, I'm always worried that you're gonna leave me here.
Like suddenly I just disappear for hours.
I mean, people do that.
I'm like, when I had to go and do stuff, if I was like, okay, there's more than one person sitting here, then that is good. I don't have to come back soon then.
Yeah, I mean, I can talk forever, but I think it's just more fun for the viewers to listen other than me all the time. So,
I try not to leave for a long time when it's just one person sitting here. So yesterday, Line Beate was sitting here chatting alone while I took a walk through the tables because basically everyone was competing, so we didn't have any extra hands to do that. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, we should actually at some point to see what is happening on. What do you think is gonna like take the crown on pairs? Because I think pairs are much more equal than we had in the individual. And I don't actually remember last year. I just remember that I lost to Kristen and she was puzzling with her sister, I assume, last year.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. Another picture. Yes.
Yeah, maybe we should get something else on the big screen.
Yeah, can you please change the big screen? Because I mean, people can hear us. They don't need to see us.
Yeah.
They can see a little bit people puzzling.
Yeah. I kind of forgot that we were still like the main window here. Yeah, you don't need to see us that much.
Yeah, we have no face value here.
The commentary is in mirror image. Didn't I change that? What is going on with this mirror image?
I think we changed it, the mirror.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's back now. I feel like I always have to press the mirror button because it's never right. And I even fixed it now and then, I don't know, it jumped back.
Ooh, there's pretty good guesses, like under half an hour here.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm thinking like what I remember of the level like last year, and I'm thinking obviously we're missing our world champion Kristen on this event, so I think we're not gonna make it under half an hour with this puzzle.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, if it took me 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Yeah, I think this even with like my world spare Korhonen, I mean we could get this under half an hour, but it wouldn't be like 20 minutes.
But it's
for
been
sure.
50 minutes now. Maybe I should take the camera and just go around.
Yeah. Please
do. You do that?
Det var 15 minutter.
Hæ?
Jeg så det var 15 minutter.
Ja. Har du lyst til å ta en kamera med og gå rundt? Du kan eventuelt bruke mobilen.
Nej, jeg tror jeg bruker det.
Ja, flott.
Where is that sound coming from? Is it coming from this computer? I can hear myself double.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh ja, det var det.
Do I need to click somewhere? No. To get the screen. We're so tech savvy. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I was like, this stream, we ended this competition already like 15 minutes ago. How do you close this stream?
Oh yeah, I was told to do that and I just forgot.
Oh, and then yesterday night, I was like, you were done with the work, and then I come to you, or like you were in the living room or something. I'm like, why does the YouTube say that the Paris competition starts in like 2 hours or something
Yeah.
at midnight?
Like, I'm not planning on getting up in 1 hour to go and get ready, so that's wrong.
I was like, yeah, this is interesting.
Okay, so
What
let's
you put
switch
here?
the witches on the main.
Yeah, I don't know why it looks different. There is like the okay, yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Now you can see around what is actually happening there.
Yeah.
Did you, when you did this, did it happen that in the end you had like one, I'm still calling them plants, you have like one plant, like, or was it like that you have a
No.
lot of little holes everywhere and then you just kind of like fill in?
I had like all of the green ones was kind of
Yeah.
left for the end.
Yeah,
And then it
makes
was like-
sense. Makes sense.
I just focused on one of them and tried to fill in like because the sorting wasn't that easy towards the end, so it was like, okay, which one of the remainder
Yeah.
am I looking at now? Yeah. So it was a little bit of like some holes here and there, but I think it was mostly like I had the green ones left.
Did you have at any point that you just kind of like, I wouldn't say necessarily you got stuck, but did you have a point where you were like, okay, now I'm gonna do all the leftover edge pieces at once?
I think I don't know. I think the edge pieces on the left side
Yeah.
I kind of didn't do, but I think I finished the rest of the edge at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I finished it until like very close to the end.
Yeah.
Because they were kind of like part of the green one, so all of the green stuff I just kind of
Yeah.
left. But I had like some of them assembled, and then I was like, I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, that's always like, oh, I'll figure those out.
Yeah.
Then you forget them.
Yeah, but they were just they were like sort of where they were supposed to be, just not actually
Oh
assembled.
yeah, I do actually the same. I'm like, okay, these go eventually there,
Yeah.
but sometimes they get mixed up with my other pieces, so I'm like trying to be a bit more mindful of them. But
Yeah. So I kind of
Yeah.
waited until I was actually gonna do those last succulents.
yeah, I'm quite excited. Like, so if you're watching this, you should definitely keep watching the whole day because we're gonna actually have exclusive puzzle on the individual final. I'm super excited to see that one.
Yeah, I'm excited for you.
Yeah, I know. That's gonna be super exciting. I just love it when in a competition there's a puzzle that I know for 100% sure I haven't done it. Nobody else has done it.
Yeah, and it's like it's such a thrilling thing to be like, oh, I have no idea how this will go. Like,
Yeah.
it really shows your level because
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
has the same playing field.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, super excited. I mean, technically, this was as you said when you kind of like chose this. This was not released yet.
Yeah,
But then
'cause-
it just happened to be released in between the decision to take this and
Yeah.
this competition.
like it wasn't super clear, like because we were all told like, yeah, you can get like unreleased puzzles and stuff like that, but
Oh, that's
it-
the way I do it. There was this
oh.
kid over there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we haven't been paying attention to the table. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's like the story of my commentaries. I have
Yeah.
absolutely no idea what's actually happening, but like sometimes I don't know which screen to actually look at because if I actually watch sometimes the live stream on YouTube, there's like
Yeah.
a half a
But
minute delay.
it looks like it's
Yeah.
pretty.
This,
like
this is
our
ours.
computer
Yeah.
is pretty on spot with
Yeah.
the one that's
Yeah.
running the live stream.
Yeah,
so
we
it
need
looks
to-
like it's not
Yeah,
behind. So.
our audio will match this one, not this one that I have
Yeah,
over
so
here.
don't look at the
yeah,
video
I need to
from that
I
one.
need to stop. Like maybe I'll just
And look
open
at
the
the
chat.
com-
okay.
yeah, the commentary
okay,
you can look
Look,
at there,
I'll just
yeah.
open the comments.
But
I
we
will
also
hide
have the comments here,
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
yeah.
Oh. I have my glasses. I can actually
Oh,
see.
you can see them. Good.
Yes, today I can see stuff. Oh, what is that? Yeah, and also like I actually just realized you also have a so can you tell us like what kind of prices the people are getting?
Yeah.
Because you have a little bit more than we do.
Yeah. So should
So
I
I'll
go
see
and
everything.
bring one of the
Oh
trophies?
yeah,
I'll
sure,
bring one.
sure. Just in case somebody hasn't followed on Instagram or something, they haven't seen the trophies. So we do have a trophies, and we have also puzzles. Of course, everybody wants puzzles. Then we have something more as well.
Okay.
But Veronica is gonna have a tour of the prices.
So this year, I don't know how well you can see it because it kind of fades into the background.
That's
This
true.
is the third place trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here you see it better. And then you have second place trophy. And then we have first place trophy. Yeah. What do you think of them?
I don't remember how was it last year, but I like them more than the last year.
Oh, I kind of like the last year's a little bit better, I think. But there was some, like, it could have been improved, but...
I remember there was something, but I just don't remember what was it.
It was like the same concept,
Yeah.
like with the shapes. So it's like
Yeah.
based on the same shapes. But yeah, last year we had like the one with 4 pieces was for teams. The one with 2 pieces
Oh, yeah.
were for
Yeah,
pairs,
yeah.
and 1 piece was for
Yeah.
individual. We didn't communicate it clearly enough this year, so it ended up with 4 pieces for first, 2 pieces for second, and 1 piece for third, which also works. So yeah.
Once again, something happening in the background, but if you don't tell it to anybody, nobody will know. But no, they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
And then you get puzzles, and then you also get money.
Yeah,
I was surprised
there
when
is
I
one-
saw it. I'm like, I want all the money in the
Yeah.
world. What is this?
Is 1 puzzle per person, and then also not really like a gift card. It's like what's it called when it's like I don't know, whatever. You get money.
Yeah, you get money.
It's like a small amount
Let's
of money.
let's put it in simple terms.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
money for winning. So you should be winning.
Yeah. So it's I can't remember what the amounts are, but it's a small amount.
Yeah. And then you can buy more puzzles.
Yeah. 'Cause
I
we
mean, that's
figure
the whole
like
point.
people who win here might be on the podium on all 3 categories, and
Yeah.
then it becomes a lot of puzzles to bring home. And also, like, you might already have the puzzles beforehand, so it's easier to just like you can choose what you want to do with money.
There is this one thing, I don't know, I don't see you having them, but I get a lot of those not puzzle prizes, but at least in Finland you get this Ravensburger. It's like huge. I think it's meant for framing your puzzle. It's a huge thing. I've never framed a puzzle. I never glued one. And I have like 3 of those, and I have no use for them. I was talking about that we get like that puzzle frame from Ravensburg. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, the huge
Yeah, we
thing?
got a few of those last year.
Yeah, it's big. It's annoying when you get a lot of them, and I never use it. So now I'm like always like, where do I put this? Like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Also, like, who do I gift it to? Like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with it. I cannot also throw it away. That doesn't make sense either.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I will do one, like, I don't know, maybe I should try it out just to, yeah, look,
Yeah.
people like the trophies.
Thank you. So they are kind of like designed by us.
Huh?
So they are designed by us. So we just sent it to the people who make trophies and be like,
Yeah.
this is what we want, so like the
Yeah.
shape of it,
Yeah.
and then they kind of made it into reality.
Yeah.
So like the shape is from us personally.
Yeah.
And like, but the trophy, like how they chose to like actually make it, like
Yeah.
with the metal thing, that's from them.
Yeah, somebody's asking about the timer again. We're not able to show it on
Yeah.
the screen. I'm sorry about that. Same conversation
Yeah.
as yesterday, but we did start. Actually, when did we start?
We did start at
We're-
9:30.
Yeah, so we're like, yeah, go.
Oh no! Wait.
No.
Yeah, my brother is calling my mom's phone, which I have.
We have such a mixed phones this weekend. It's insane. We're just using whatever phone you see. Like, all right, yeah, okay. Let's not get into this
what,
one.
What were we talking about?
We were talking. Yes, this one. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So
Yeah,
we're
the time,
25
yeah.
minutes in.
Yeah, and the reason we don't have it on
Yeah.
the screen is we figured out that the subscription we have, it's not like good enough to have that function.
It's not a premium.
Yeah, like it's apparently not the top subscription. So we didn't have access to that. So that we'll
Yeah.
make sure to have that for next year.
Yeah.
But at least you guys get commentary this year, which is a nice upgrade from last year when it was just a stationary camera and
Yeah, I remember that.
Once Lynn was done puzzling, then she took the camera
Yeah.
through the table. So it's a lot better this year, which is really
Definitely.
nice.
Yeah, and it's gonna be even better next year.
Yeah.
But now
there's
I'm
always
actually, yeah,
improvements.
because we're getting closer to half an hour, so now I'm like starting to think like, is somebody going to be ready soon? I would assume so. What do you think? Somebody has to be ready
yeah.
soon, right? No?
It's not gonna be far. Now we are on the front row looking how things are going.
Yeah. I mean, these are basically the tables we can actually see from here.
Yeah.
It's harder to see once again, like the same issue as Teams yesterday. Like there's so many people that you don't really see anything that's happening on the tables. You just
Yeah.
see people's backs.
Yeah. Should I go and take a picture of like
Yeah. Okay, Veronica is gonna do the same
runners?
thing as yesterday. She's gonna run and take pictures, like literally pictures of people's tables, so then we can like compare how people are doing and who is on the lead. Now, always the biggest issue is that if people do this puzzle in very different orders, we can see like, yeah, they have the same amount of pieces left, but if it's in this different order, it's hard to say who's actually going to finish first. But yeah, Veronica is going around with the phone over there, and we're gonna see very soon what is actually the situation. I love people's space management in Norway. It's such a great thing. I wasn't a fan in Sweden at all when I saw people's tables. Okay, Veronica is
Okay.
back.
So here we have Ole Martin and Leif Jone. I'll
Uh-huh.
try to see if you guys can
Yeah,
see
I don't
it.
think that's gonna
Yeah, no,
happen.
it's too bright, yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Sorry, you can't.
But we are good. We are good at
Yeah.
describing things
So
and
they
stuff.
actually have the red one, and this is how Ole Martin puzzles. He puts
Oh
the
my
pieces on
God.
top
Oh
of
my
the
God.
puzzle.
And actually,
And it's also
the
red
same color.
pieces
Red
on
pieces
top
on
of
red.
Like I sometimes put pieces on top, so it's closer to where they're supposed to go. But I try to
Yes,
have it on like some contrasting.
I would love that if those green pieces were on top of the red and the
Yeah.
red pieces on top of like green or something.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make sense that you put
Yeah.
red pieces on top of the red. Like, and also I would like to see that they just connect those edges, because like, are they
Yeah.
like literally missing two connecting, and that's what? But they
Yeah.
still like just scoot it over. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, so they've got like a lot of the top part like
Yeah.
right above the heart, except for the left corner.
Yeah.
And a lot of the bottom left is also bottom right is done.
Yeah.
And bottom left. Yeah. So his arm is a little bit.
Somebody
in the way.
wants your attention.
Oh. Yeah. Well, you can keep
Yeah.
scrolling.
There is no secrets on your phone at this point. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just we'll be fine. Yeah. This is interesting actually. Now that I'm looking at these images, so those leftover pieces that actually Veronica mentioned earlier when she did this solo. So there's gonna be a lot of like pieces from here and there to do towards the end. Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, that was quick, and it's
Yeah.
so funny too because when I got there, they were like, "Oh, the screen!" Like suddenly there was something on the screen, and then I went back to the computer, and one of the volunteers was like, "Oh, if you hit Control W, it should fix it." And I'm like, "I do that." I'm like, "Fine." I would have never guessed that.
Magical stuff is going on.
Yeah.
This is actually, I think this is on the lead right now. Who
Yeah.
are these? Like, sorry, my name
This
pronunciation is horrible.
Gaute and Linda, and they.
I think
have
that's gonna be the.
not much missing. They
Yeah.
have like the top left corner, a little bit other on
And
the
they have
left
some
side.
easy parts.
Yeah.
That, for example, the edges. They have like half of the edges missing. Those
Yeah.
gonna fly in, and the
Yeah.
other one is still focusing on filling in. So that's also easy to split, because I think the other pair on the first
Yeah,
table,
they were
they have a
missing
more
one.
situation that they're gonna like try to.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you just go for the same pieces with your pair. Here you can still like split even towards
Yeah.
the end. So that's
'Cause
actually
they have
really
more
good.
like just
I would put
three
my bet on this
sections
one.
missing. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely my bet is on table number 2.
Yeah. And here's another table, like table number 3.
Please connect.
They are just they are doing everything other than the heart in the middle. So
that's
most of the things they're missing is the red part and a little bit like 2 small sections.
Yeah, I think this also makes sense towards the end. The other one can just focus on the heart in the middle. The other one does
I think at this point someone should start the red in the middle.
But those should like connect because now they have the bottom and the top part of their puzzle. If you look at the side edges, so they're not connected. So it looks like they have a square puzzle. So they should just like put it together.
It doesn't have to go far. Just like
so you understand actually how much space do you have in the middle between like left. So you don't have the misconception that you're missing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like
Line Beate, and is it Anita? That's her Paris partner. Oh wait. Sorry,
we lost
my phone just went out of the photo.
It went places.
Yeah. So they also have the heart left and a few other sections. It looks like they're coming pretty good along. I think for them too, someone should start the red hearts.
Yeah.
And the other person fill in all the other gaps.
Yeah.
But I think I think it's gonna be Goethe and Linda for this one.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah. And I think maybe Line Beate on second.
I think you also need to understand when is the moment that the other person needs to start doing the hard, so you don't end up in the end that you're doing the same thing. You need to aim that you're actually finishing 2 last sections at the same time. So you're not like, it just gets very mixed up when both of the, like, you know, when you are really good at speed puzzler, so you know where you left your pieces. Yeah, you like literally know, like when you see something, you're like, oh, I actually know this piece and I know where I saw it last. But when you do with the pair or team, it gets mixed up all the time. You don't have that benefit unless you're actually doing very different areas and you have actually those pieces kind of like separated a little bit. So you're not working on the same mixed leftover piece area. I don't know what you call it, but I'm like puzzlers can understand what I'm trying to talk about.
Yeah, like if you have the same pile, then it will get messed up. But if you have your own pile, like, you know.
Okay, now they connected.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the pair I was talking.
Have the red left. So that's gonna be a bit tricky working on it together, I think.
Yeah. One thing I do quite often with the pair is that like the other person start shape shorting just like out of a habit, which is good, but they forgets to say it out loud, and then the other person does this.
Oh yeah, moving everything closer and like.
Yeah, and then you're like, no.
Yeah. Like I did a puzzle with my mom and dad like early in like 2020 or something, and like I had mostly done the puzzle alone, and then they kind of just joined in, and I had shape sorted the sky. And then my mom just like puts it all into a pile. I'm like, no, I've organized all of that.
I think it happens even more often in teams, and then you also like you don't want to point it out, so you're like, and there went my shape sorting.
Yeah. Especially if you're like a messy shape sorter. It's harder to see for everyone else that it's sorted.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
if you like line them up, and mine were lined up like in a grid. Yeah. And so I felt like it was pretty obvious that these have been like carefully placed here, and but no.
Yeah, messy shape sorting or partial, because I do a lot of the partial, and that's what confuses people, because they don't understand that I have just pull out basically just one shape. Or sometimes I just do that there is the irregular shape and the basic shape. Yeah. I basically just do that because it's usually like 50-50 at that point. Yeah. And it's so easy. What happens with the pair is also like when you get that like one hole of irregular shape, like for example like 4 outs, both of you are looking for it. You know the other person is looking for it, and it's almost like a competition. I want to find this piece, and you're trying to grab the same piece at the same time. Because it's just so satisfying to find that piece. You know there's probably just one of them.
Yeah, because it's not a lot of those. Like, it's not evenly distributed between the piece shapes. But I tend to do more of like the messy shape sorting now, like where I don't necessarily need them like in a straight grid.
No,
I
you
just
shouldn't.
like put them in the gather them up.
Yeah, that's the trick.
Yeah,
you don't need the neat lines.
Yeah, because when I was starting puzzling back in 2020, like I had like hard puzzles where I just ended up taking a puzzle piece from the puzzle,
Yeah.
and just bringing it to my rows of shape sorted pieces, and just like seeing like which one does it fit into.
I think we're gonna have our
yeah.
winner soon, but why did they go away from the table? They had only a few pieces left. I would say they have 15 pieces left. No, I think they're going.
Should I go and like?
Yeah,
we
make
wanna
sure
see
that we gonna. No, yeah, we're gonna get it.
Okay, yeah.
No! Fix it. We're running around. Like, I think, like, is it? But is there also another pair? It's like, what is happening here? But also, like, how is?
Okay.
Well, you can see, but also there is a lot of judges on that table with Line. How, like, are they also finishing? Because there's 2 judges on that table as well.
There's more pieces. Let me just go.
Yeah, we're gonna run.
Yeah, they're on like the last few
Okay.
pieces now, I think.
Okay. At least
I think
they will.
it's
But
the number 1.
But it looks like they're also very close, and they look like Oh yes!
There we have our winners.
We have new. This is so funny that Kristen is here, but it's the same. It's the same royal puzzle family taking the title of the champions. Yes, yes. We're gonna find who is like right now, because we can see a lot of hands moving and very little pieces left on the first row, so we don't want to miss, because I think yesterday we had the individual second round and there were like a lot of people at one point finishing.
I think these are
Yes.
about to finish now.
Oh,
So
right.
close.
So when they actually scooted over,
Yeah,
it's because that's the yes we have. All right, this is insane. Not
I
a big
think-
time difference today. No.
And I think Line about this is going to be the next
Yes.
pair to finish.
Yeah, I think like in any can they show, or like this is gonna. Oh my God. This is so exciting. Where's the camera? Once again, we're trying to. Yeah, Veronica is running around because we don't want to miss. Oh,
They are supposed to go.
okay, they still have a few pieces in, but they are so fast. That's gonna go so quickly, and we have such a like close times in the top 3. That's amazing. I think.
Yeah.
So
the number 1 pair was Gaute Brastad and Linda Bremnes Andersen. And their time was 36 minutes and 43 seconds. And now they have a few more pieces. And the second place is Camilla Vikingsen and Christine Marie Mamen Wege. Their time was 37 minutes and 23 seconds.
So how many
and now
seconds?
we're about,
There's
our third place.
We have our champions.
38-26 or something.
Yeah, we have our
That
top
was
3
close
champions.
finishes in the top 3.
Yeah, I mean
Oh
that's
my
40
God.
seconds difference.
Yeah.
And then we also have the third place very close.
Like less than a minute.
Yeah.
Or a little bit more than a minute. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
might be.
Yeah, like
know.
about a
This
minute
is-
later is the third place. So
Yeah, that's why I was like, I can just see things
incredible.
going. Wow. Yes, bring us the time. Bring us the time. We want more information.
It's Line Beate Svestad and Anita Eversen Rekstad in 38 minutes and 24
So that's
seconds.
1 minute and 1 second to the
Yeah.
second place.
Yeah, so that's
Wow.
incredible times. So close. And now maybe Ole Marton and Leif Jone will be the next ones to finish. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's looking like further back in the field, because like I have no idea
Yeah,
if there's
that's
anyone that's like super good.
Yeah, that's
further
by the
back.
way true, because we do have newcomers, and this is, as said,
Yeah.
this is straight to the final. There's no classification round, so
Yeah.
there
But all
might
of-
be some
All
surprises.
of the top 3 has been in
Yeah.
the front row, so
Yeah.
it's pretty good placement.
Yeah, at least today. I feel like yesterday. Well, I'm interested to see actually the top 10, because in
Yeah.
top 10, at least yesterday we had kind of like newcomers
Yeah.
in that group.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be very, very exciting. But now I'm like interested: is there gonna be now a bigger time gap between the fourth place, which I kind of like in a way, because then it's like a clear that these are our winners.
Yeah.
It wasn't like somebody didn't sleep well, or somebody dropped a piece, or
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, wow. And it's so funny that they're all like next to each other on the tables. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like 2, 3, 4. So
Yeah.
I'm talking about the table
It was
numbers.
like, yeah, 2, 3, 4. So that they're just one after the
Yeah.
other. That's funny. Okay. Maybe we can
Yeah.
get a winner here.
Get it.
Let's move this a little bit.
Get us some people to interview, please.
We should
please.
scoot over.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah, yeah.
Run after.
Scoot
Get-
a little bit more.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yay!
Tar du den stolen der også? Jeg må se. Gratulerer.
Tusen takk.
Seieren.
Oh my god.
Det var den jeg kom for egentlig med Kristin.
Ja.
Og så kunne jeg det med han.
Ja, hadde du tenkt at gullet var i boks likevel, selv om ikke Kristin var med deg?
Nei, jeg tenkte at vi kunne komme på pallen, men ikke
Ja.
gullet.
Ja. Utrolig
Og så det er
kjekt.
ikke vårt type puslespill
Det
heller.
er ikke det, nei.
Nei, det er ingen av oss som er veldig glad i det der.
Men har dere puslet det før, eller er det
Nei,
helt ut for
aldri.
dere?
Altså, jeg har sett
Altså,
det.
sånn bilder.
Det har vært ute en stund,
Ja, for
og
det har
de
vært
fikk det vel noen konkurranse, ikke?
Ja, det var i
Tyskland.
Tyskland.
Tyskland fikk det.
Ja. Nei, men hva hadde liksom vært deres type puslespill da?
Altså, det er sånn VM-finalen puslespillet vi hadde bygd rast.
Ja.
Altså, det er så et par i VM.
Ja, par i VM, det liker jeg jo veldig godt.
Så det
Det er
bygger...
sorterbart, men
Ja.
samtidig litt detaljert.
Ja, ja. Dette er jo litt sånn, det går an å sortere litt, men så er det også litt sånn,
Mange ting som kommer igjen.
ja.
Ja.
Spesielt litt sånn, de grønne går jo litt mer igjen.
Ja,
og liksom.
det lilla grønne, liksom,
Ja.
det
Ja.
sleit jeg med.
Ja.
Hva skal dette være?
Hva ble liksom strategien deres, og hvordan hadde dere forberedt? Nå har dere ikke fått så mye tid til å forberede som par sammen.
Jo, altså, litt da, men vi sorterte ut noen sånn enkle start.
Ja.
Den, altså blå der, den sorterte vi ut, og så bare la vi den til side.
Ja, det er akkurat det samme jeg gjorde. Jeg
Ja.
sorterte ut den blå, de lilla, rosa og rødt bare
Så prøvde vi
vekk.
å sortere ut liksom, noen sånn enkle å bygge. Og så er det jo at Linda begynner tidlig å bygge på de som er her nede.
Ja.
Og så sorterer jeg ferdig, og så begynte jeg på den.
Ja.
Og da kunne hun få lov å jobbe i fred på
Ja,
resten.
jeg tror det er lurt det, for vi snakket litt om det jo, at noen sparte liksom den rauge til slutten, og da ble liksom begge to jobbende på den, så hvis en begynner på den på et tidspunkt,
Ja,
så kan den
ja.
andre gjøre andre ting.
Og så var det kjempeulempe med plassering av bord, fordi at vi kunne ikke stå.
Han skygget for lyset. Altså.
Vi skygget
Ja,
for lysene
lyset
til
ble-
hverandre.
ja.
Det ble- Jeg vet ikke om dere flyttet de litt fram eller noe sånt.
Vi tok vekk den første rekka fordi at det ble litt tett opp mot
Ok.
scenen, så at det skulle være litt lettere for folk å gå forbi her.
Ja.
Så ja, nei, det var jo litt problematisk.
Men da er det likt for alle på den traden.
Ja.
Det er
Jeg tror,
litt
det er
for
likt
alle
for det. Det er jo
ja.
samme vinkel på
Og nå ble jo både første, andre og tredjeplassen på første rad. Det var jo bord nummer 2, 3 og 4,
Ja.
så dere kom på løpende bånd. Og med et
Vi
minutts
måtte bare
avstand i
justere
dag.
med at jeg satte
Ja.
meg ned, så gikk det
Ja.
litt bedre.
Så men det er veldig imponerende. Let's switch over to
Yeah.
Shay.
Do you want to summarize it? Like I'm getting
Yeah.
most of it, but
Well, we weren't supposed to be in a pair.
Yeah.
I am with Siv, my mother-in-law,
Yeah.
and she's with Christian. So they got sick, so we had to...
It's nice to show that I don't need this.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I miss her.
They would have won by a landslide if they were together. But,
Yeah.
Maybe.
but they felt it felt fairly smooth, the puzzle, but it was harder than expected. I thought it was we had like 34 or something, 35,
Your time was
36.
36,
Ouch.
43.
For a pair, yeah, so it's fairly slow, but
Yeah, but we were talking about that too, that this puzzle isn't necessarily that hard, but it's slow.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a lot of
yeah,
things you have to all the time just one piece, and then
Yeah.
you have like a reoccurring.
yeah. You know where
Motives?
it goes,
Yeah.
the area, but then like
Yeah.
finding the exact location is
Yeah.
a different thing.
Yeah, like the separate leaves or whatever you call
Yeah.
it, like they are going all the way around, so it's like which side of the
Yeah.
circle is this piece going?
And the color of the red one in the center was so much more different than I
Yeah.
expected. So I actually sorted all the flower out except the center of it.
Oh,
So I was like, something is wrong here. So luckily I found it fairly fast.
yeah, because that's also the thing, like if you do a mistake, like how quickly do you actually like figure out that, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
it was-
just
this
thinking
was-
wrong here?
This was, and you have to build that from the center because
Yeah,
you can get
yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
If you find the centerpieces, you can get a so big chunk.
Yeah,
The only problem is when you build it from the center, you sometimes don't understand the direction of it.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
yes.
I was having an issue with that for a lot of the succulents when I did this. It was like,
The
I don't
direction is-
necessarily know which way is up, but like, yeah.
Yeah. But we choose to puzzle all, she started with all the ones at the bottom, so we had something connected fairly soon.
Yeah.
And then we just took it from there.
Yeah.
I like the puzzle, it's just slow.
Yeah, yeah, but that's also
I
like
tried
the
to
thing.
tell myself that I like puzzling succulents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Best
This is
puzzle
fun.
ever.
yeah,
We-
like
we
the
al-
mentality is very important.
Yeah.
And I was happy every time I found a center because
Yeah.
I like it. That they are easy.
Yeah,
So
there it is. Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to because I know I'm louder than other people, so it's like
Yeah.
I'm going further away.
Oh, actually, we have only been seeing me and Goethe because I forgot that the screen on the live is just
no,
a
no,
square.
it does. Oh,
yeah.
yeah, the live stream. Oh,
So,
sorry.
maybe we
yeah,
should,
sorry, because in my
Around a little bit. Wait.
yeah, you can plug me out of it.
Okay, let's
Oh,
just
yeah,
do
yeah.
this for a little while,
Sorry.
and then we can see
Sorry.
all of us.
Because in our screen it showed all of us. I even fixed it, and then I didn't realize on the live stream itself it shows as a
Oh,
square.
yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's multitasking. We just forgot that part. So now you get to see both of them. For a little bit.
The winners, the
Yeah.
new champions.
yeah, I
she's
was a
older one as
champion
well.
from last year
Yeah,
as well.
also.
Yeah.
You just keep
Yeah.
your title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's fun.
For me, it
Yes,
was
so-
better because I got 4th place last year.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
So
just
maybe
behind.
you're the secret superpower in the
Yeah.
pair duo.
Yeah, yeah,
Teams,
absolutely.
I got the bronze last year and silver this year, and only puzzling with new people.
Like
Yeah.
you have 6 different
Yeah,
teammates.
Yeah,
So
like you're used to just going wherever people need you. So what have you thought about the puzzles so far in the championship?
Oh, I love them.
yeah, they have been really fun.
Especially the team one yesterday. I puzzled with my family, and it was like it was always they were a bit slower. But they always had something to work on because it was so
Yeah.
different pieces. Like
Yeah.
of the middle, you had the different waters and stuff like that, and it was fairly clear what the different places were. So you could get a pile here, build this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
you
that's
were kind
very
of like
nice
just
when
giving
you-
them
yeah.
pieces, like you can work on this.
You can work on this, then you can keep away from me.
Yeah, keep to yourself. Don't ruin it for me.
I didn't understand that the picture was from here.
Yeah,
I was like, is it New York?
Oh yeah, because there was the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
That also threw me
Yeah.
up. I'm like, why is it in this picture again?
yeah,
And I was like, it's not houses like this in New York.
yeah.
Are many cities together?
Yeah, it's like something's not adding up. I think a lot of people didn't necessarily realize that it was Karmøy and Haugesund at the
Before,
beginning.
afterward,
Because
Yeah.
you're busy, you don't have time to like process
Yeah,
what
it's
is
not
the
really
images.
relevant for
yeah,
the.
you just look at the like the colors and the textures and the shapes, and yeah, that's the
Yeah.
most important part. Just figuring out what pieces go together, and you can look at the image like what is actually here later. Like it doesn't. It's not like some people realized it was Karmøy because there's like some letters that says Karmøy, so they were like, oh,
I didn't see them.
Yeah.
yeah,
But that's always with the teams. You don't see everything,
Yeah.
and then
No,
only
but-
afterwards you're like, there's this one also.
yeah,
Have to puzzle it again and get more of it.
yeah.
See every
Yeah.
detail. Because it was
Yeah.
fun.
Are you ready for the finals of the individual?
No.
The adrenaline is going to kill us, but yeah, you kind of get the high and then you crash fairly bad.
Yeah.
I'm dreading Nordic because Nordic you have 4 competitions in one
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
and
not
I was
per-
like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking at the schedule as well. I'm like, no, I can't do this.
yeah, like, I'm not going to participate in the Teams Open because that's at
Yeah.
the end of the day. So I'm just going to do the Nordic Championship for teams. But the next day I'm going to do pairs, and I haven't signed up for individual yet in the Nordic Open. So I think
Yeah.
maybe it will be nice to just like help out with some volunteering and like yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if we can
Yeah.
manage. Hopefully we get Kristin to join us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
And I-
better keep healthy.
And I think there's like a bit longer break between the first 2 competitions and the Nordic teams. so at least
Yeah.
you get like a short break. And then at the end of the day is the Nordic Open, so that one like it's no
It's a bit
titles
less here, yeah.
anyway. So it's like okay, if you just end up doing it like as more of a chill puzzle. It's
What
like,
are you talking about? You're like saying this, oh, this chill competition. No, we're here to win.
Yeah, but the most important is the official Nordic, where you can be the Nordic champion. That's like
I know, but I'm in the open team, so I'm just looking at this from my perspective.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm going there with all in.
yeah.
Yeah, it's still a competition.
The problem is you think you're gonna slow down, like we had in the qualifier in the teams in Worlds.
Yeah.
We were like, oh yeah, we're just gonna slow down. We're just gonna chill out, take it easy because we had the last
the energy.
qualifiers
Yeah.
and then we had it pairs and then it individual. We're gonna chill out. No one chilled out.
No. It's like even when I do like a chill puzzle at home, I still time myself, and it's still pretty decent, fast, and yeah, it's like it's just in us. Like we are just fast, even when we try not to be.
Yeah, you can't do a chill. Like you can't
No.
just sit
Yeah.
down and slow
No.
puzzle anymore.
Yeah, I think maybe the only puzzle I could do that with is like the Valladolid puzzle, when I've already done it as a speed puzzle. Because I was planning on doing that one as a chill puzzle. Then I was like, but I want to see what my time would be, because I think it would be, and I actually got a personal record because I decided to speed puzzle it. So I'm happy I did that. But now I can just like do it for fun and chill while watching TV, and yeah.
Sounds horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
I would not do that.
Because I haven't like really looked too much at the details on it, so it would be nice to like actually look at all the pieces, like what is on this piece, and oh, there's a piece under the table.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of extra pieces here. I took a picture
What's on
of
this
them.
piece? This is
Oh, it's from the yesterday's.
That's yesterday's, yeah.
It's from the
individual
window,
second round.
the
Yeah.
sky
Yes.
in the window.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it
let's-
goes here.
Let's have a competition.
We found a piece up there and someone just picked it up and was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is for this puzzle.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, let's have a competition here. Name the puzzle.
Bring it on. Bring it
Okay.
on.
Which puzzle is? Which puzzle is this from?
The
That's
team.
Karmøy, yeah, team.
Yeah.
Yeah. This actually has Karmøy written on it, so that was
Yeah,
pretty
that's,
easy.
that's the one we were talking about. Yes.
And which puzzle is this from?
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think that's,
it's one of the roofs, I think.
yeah.
Or something
I think
like
I
that.
should-
That-
It's
that's the building.
statue,
A statue.
with the fish.
Is that you? No.
I think this is one of the buildings, the grey buildings. But
Yeah.
it's the team.
If I
yeah.
don't recognize it, I just scream teams because that's the only puzzle I actually don't know.
Yeah. Which puzzle is this from?
Oh, good one.
Oh. Yeah. What?
Maybe the first one. I haven't done that.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
the
can't-
first
Oh,
one.
yeah,
It's the
yeah,
leggings, the legs of the first one.
Yeah.
On
It
the
is.
chairs,
Yeah, I
the-
know.
Yeah,
I know what you're
that's
talking
ju-
about.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It's
That was
the
harder.
chassis one.
Okay.
I had problems sorting that out in the start, so I was like,
I haven't done that.
I can see you're still processing that piece, like
Okay, and which puzzle is this from?
chassis.
first one.
Yeah, that's easy. It's like just
Yeah.
a red piece.
It's a red
Yeah.
carpet down there.
And this one?
That's from the teams.
That's the
No?
no. It's
Oh.
the Dalmatian with the on the bottom of the
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
It's,
you're right.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think because I had a hard time to find where that piece goes.
Yeah.
It's from there. I know. It has like a pillow on it, and then yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. And this one?
Oh, that's the same one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Pencil
This
it's
guy.
a sky there.
This one? Oh,
That's
Carpet,
the
yeah.
chassis, yeah.
Red
another
carpet.
red piece.
We would just you would need to go like where we have like those random puzzles over there, just
Yeah,
pick
just-
up pieces from there, and then like a little bit more
Yeah.
advanced version of this. Like we literally have like
three.
two options.
Four.
We have four.
options. Yeah, for that.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy. We have 4 more pieces, so the final stretch. So this one?
Oh, team.
I think
I
it's
think it's
I
team.
think
I
it's
think
the
it-
teams
yeah.
because I don't
I
recognize
think
it.
it's the grass and the
Oh yeah,
building
it
start.
is because I said yesterday there's different patterns on the
Yeah.
different
yeah, it was
green
very
areas.
helpful.
Yeah.
On the water as well, it was like different patterns you can use.
Yeah.
I really like the team one. That's
Yeah.
the best
it
one so
it's
far.
Really fun. I really liked it.
I like the
And,
special ones.
Last 3 speed run. This one?
Chassis.
Yeah. This one?
Same. As,
Yeah,
under
it's a fireplace.
fireplace.
Fireplace,
under,
yeah.
Last one?
The second one,
Second.
the sky.
Yeah.
We're getting like we already had like 3 of those 5 pieces, and now we're like, what is that then?
So we played this game in worlds because there was a lot of different pieces.
Oh.
It was really fun trying to guess like which
there's
puzzle
a
it
lot
belonged.
of
There was
puzzles.
It's better to have extra pieces than missing pieces.
Yeah.
Though.
Yes.
So if
But
everyone
sometimes
has,
it's also very confusing. But these days, I kind of like if I suspect I have an extra piece, I actually go and check if it's like the same katso, and then I just throw it away.
yeah. So if anyone has a missing piece from this competition, just let us know. We have a bunch of them.
We have
Just
options.
send me a picture of where the missing piece is. I'll check.
We may have it for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we'll have enough, like in a very big event. We should just keep collecting these in every event, and eventually we will actually build a puzzle out of it.
Yeah.
How is it
Might
so
have,
Sky
this
pieces?
time,
Yeah.
cut.
I'm guessing the
Yeah.
2 from the American have the same cuts.
Yeah, probably.
Probably the
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also true. How do I?
Someone should like gather all the extra pieces and make some sort of art from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh!
There you
Haha!
go.
Oh my god!
Look!
We have 2 connecting pieces
We-
here.
Uh huh.
Crazy.
Nobody saw it except me.
No one else was looking for it. There's a lot of
Yeah, a lot
people
of
who
people have
finished
actually
now.
finished.
Maybe we should flip
Yeah.
back to one of
Yeah, let's flip back so you can actually see what's happening on the arena. And
I want to
also
go
we
sleep.
have like soon only half an hour left, right?
yeah, what time is it now?
It is
Yeah.
almost 10:30. Not
Yeah, so
not
33
yeah.
minutes left.
Yes.
Yeah.
When
And
I'm
they-
done with puzzles like this, like so, I just want to go sleep. I just want to lay
Need a
down and
break.
reset my brain or something like that.
Yeah.
It's been a long weekend, but you still have to find that for the
Yeah, it's the
individuals.
last one.
Yeah.
I really don't like that they have pairs before individual because
Yeah.
individual is kind of the biggest
Same.
one.
Same.
And then you have pairs, which is kind of it's fun, but
I have the same Sorry.
Okay, sorry about that.
Now you can probably hear us. Put it in the
That-
chat that you can hear us. So the issue is that we have this one stationary camera which is actually connected to our audio, and because we wanted to show you more stuff that it's
And-
more interesting, and we took that camera out. So
And
now we also lost the audio.
The camera
Yes.
was black, so I was like, let's get this out of here,
Yeah.
and I forgot that that's our audio.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I don't think you missed anything important.
No,
Yeah.
we were just talking
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah, I don't even remember when did you change
what
that?
were we saying when you stopped listening?
Yeah.
I think it was when you were talking about something, and then when I came
Tell
back,
us when you lost us so we can retell all of our jokes. But yeah, it was because of that black camera, so the only one connecting the audio and
black though?
yeah, you need to, and also audio is back. Okay, so at least the audio is working. Sorry for the black screen. We cannot take that off because then you won't hear us. Yeah, but tell us like what was the last thing you heard us so we can retell our stupid jokes, just in case you missed something important. Because I don't remember when did we start changing.
I think
the
we
screens.
were talking about being on live stream and interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Was it before I told you to leave or after that?
Yeah.
I think we told you to. I think that was after the audio went out. Yeah.
You can leave.
But I think I want a break before that.
Yeah.
So you
And
should.
I have to
you
check if
should.
my family is
Yes,
finishing.
yes.
But thank you so much
Please
for
do.
joining
Thank
us
you.
here. It was
Yeah,
nice to
thank
have a
you.
chat. And good luck in the
Thank you
next
so much.
competition.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
Okay, so
Please be a little bit slower.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm gonna be slower.
Thank you.
He might not be.
Ay. Yes. Rid of us. Yeah, please get rid of us. People can hear us, so that's fine. And then do we have an extra screen in addition to that black one?
let's do this.
Wait a second.
This is the best we can do right now. I'll see if I can get the cameraman to come and help us. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Veronica is trying to figure out what is happening. And okay, we have also press here now. Harassing Veronica, so maybe she does not come back. But we're trying to figure out the camera situation. Because it's coming from the black screen. We cannot remove it without. But a lot of people have actually finished on the first rows. I have a reason to believe that maybe our results are not actually updating in real time to the website, and that is because that's also one of Veronica's jobs. So I don't think
What was my job?
putting the results in right. So we're not having them because you cannot be everywhere.
So my plan was to now, since I removed us from like the video, I was going to take my computer and start logging. But there is someone from the news here that wants to
Yes,
talk.
I just saw there was press.
So
I already mentioned that. Maybe we want to be on the news, so maybe you should handle that one. Do we have anybody else who can put the results in? We're looking for a person, but right now, if you go into the federation page under the Norwegian Championship, you will not see the results yet. But there has been plenty of pairs who have already finished. We're getting the results there later. We just need to find a person who can actually do that. Because we're going to be on the news. Actually, there has been a lot of, like yesterday, they were interviewing Veronica, and there has been a lot of news articles. Obviously, they are in Norwegian, so there's no point of me trying to read them for you because I understand absolutely zero, nada, nothing. All right, and I think we're maybe getting our camera fixed. Yes, maybe. There's a lot of like technical. Yes, perfect. More people. More people. Yes, our camera is black. What camera? That one. And then we did the mistake that we turned it off and lost our audio. But sorry guys. There's a lot of technical stuff going on right now. I will be back commentating in a second. Okay,
we
is it
are back.
okay? Is it back? Like, actually, I'm gonna go and check the let's see. All right, perfect.
Have
Yeah.
you had problems a lot or just now?
It has been black for a while, and we did the mistake that we turned it off. Didn't realize our audio was connected to it. So, but that's our fault.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's our fault. I knew that, so I should know better.
That's fine.
Okay, so now we have fixed the camera. Yes, perfect. Yeah, we have still people who are trying to finish. We have like 25 minutes left. Yes, until the time has run up, and then we will have a half an hour break, and then we will have the most exciting part of this event, I would say, because we have the individual final with the exclusive puzzle. And I think everybody's interested to see it. I know there was a question, is it going to be from the same artist as the teams? Actually, I do not have an answer to that, because I do not know, because I'm not supposed to know. I think it's probably maybe from another artist. Also, if you weren't watching the live stream yesterday, we actually had the artist of the teams puzzle here with us on the live stream, so you can still watch it as a recording later. It was quite interesting to talk about like the process on like how the puzzle was made and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if we're gonna have another artist interview with the individual puzzle. I will have to ask Veronica about that when she gets back from the news interview. And I said also this was technically unpublished puzzle, but then it got published before this competition. And also right now, am I correct? Our results are going now in. Yes.
I think so.
All right.
I don't know if it's updated on the website, but
Yeah, I think there's a button you need to click that it will go live, but they just we'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Don't worry. Yeah, we're updating the results right now, so they will come to the page sooner or later. What do you actually think? Now it's a good time to ask this, because we cannot ask this when the individual live stream starts. But what do you actually think is, you cannot guess obviously the puzzle for the individual final, but what do you think will be, for example, the style of the puzzle? Will it be similar, that it's something local? Do you have any predictions of the artist? I mean, even like if you live here, maybe you have some options of local artist in your mind. I'm personally thinking that it's probably going to be another illustrator. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but usually when people say that they have a local artist, pretty much never refers to a photographer. So I think we're gonna have another illustrator. But what type of image is the big question. Is it going to be horizontal? Is it going to be vertical puzzle? It's a big question live over here. Sorry, you lost me for a moment. We're getting more results in. How many pairs do we still have? I think we have maybe around half. I'm gonna ask, what would you say? Do we have around half of the pairs still doing their puzzle, or how much do we have?
a little bit less than half, I think.
All right,
Because a lot of the
yes,
in the
and
back also finished.
yeah, and I think there's a lot of people who just stay there and sit
But
after they finish.
But now we have more tables for the finals, so maybe
true story.
someone didn't
Yeah.
sit there.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is actually, so if you missed it yesterday, so we're actually taking everybody to the final.
Yeah.
For the individual final, everybody made it to the final.
Because
Yes.
we had like a little bit over 100 participants,
Yes.
and we don't want to exclude like 3 or 4
Yeah.
people.
So here's this original situation for the individual. So there was 2 classification rounds, and both of them had like the basically space for 100 for each round, but there wasn't that many participants. There was a little bit over 50 on both, and the original rule was that out of the 100 people that were, well, I don't want to say expected, but like that there was space for, that 50 would qualify. Now we're in the situation that we have a little bit of 50, over 50 participants on both rounds yesterday, so we don't want to do that. We qualify 50 and leave like literally 2 people out.
Exactly.
That would be horrible. And we do have the tables here, we do have the puzzles. Yes, we have everything like, so we can do that, and it makes more sense. You know, everybody will get to puzzle more. I mean, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody gets the experience and everything. I was quite happy when Veronica said yesterday everybody will qualify. I'm like, I don't even know, like, of course I will qualify, but I was like, still, oh, the pressure is off. I don't even know, like, what is going on in my head.
I did the puzzle as a kind of like a practice round because I
Yes.
knew that everyone was going to qualify, so I wasn't too stressed. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually true. Like, that actually happens in other sports. Oh, this is
Exactly.
terrible. I think in speedbuzzing this doesn't matter because your performance doesn't affect anybody else. But this has been an issue in some other sports where, for example, you play against teams. So sometimes
Yeah.
teams, they save their good players, they bench their good players, or they kind of like don't take it seriously when they know if that the result of that match doesn't matter.
Exactly.
And it's a little bit kind of like, I remember this back in the day, it was a little bit a question, is it like, is it the right thing to do or not? It makes perfect sense, but also in the name of like the spirit of the game and like the sportsmanship, it's a little bit questionable because then the other team don't get, if they're like not as good as your team, do they get the practice? Like, it's annoying to play against a team that doesn't take it seriously. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean,
Yeah.
but then again, if you're better than the other team, then you actually have the possibility to
Yeah.
like take it more easy.
Yeah.
Like, they should take it seriously,
Yeah.
but they shouldn't use up their stamina. You know,
Yeah, it
like
makes, yeah.
Ingebrigtsen in Norway who runs.
Yeah.
He in the qualifying rounds he just relaxes.
Yeah.
When he's done, he's not
Yeah,
even
it does
affected.
make sense because, for example, I was coaching back in the day men's team. So of course I took the best players out if it was like a big tournament. If I know that like, either the result didn't matter or like we're a better team anyway, no matter who's on the field. But yeah, I think I remember, like, sorry, this is not puzzle related, but there was this one game that literally the other team players, they were literally walking on the field. That's the only game I've ever like reported that this is not cool. Like, this is just annoying. Like, you cannot. That was annoying.
Yeah, what kind of a game?
So I played Ultimate Frisbee 10 years ago.
Okay.
So obviously you run a lot. So it's annoying if you're like the opposite team. Like, there's literally players who walk.
Yeah.
Like they're like that's like that was like not cool. It wasn't like even fun. Like, you can still run. You don't have to give your all, but like, please.
Yeah. I understand.
So maybe that's like why I was like wondering, like, is it? But speedbuzzing is so great because your performance doesn't impact anybody else. It was the same in Sweden. They increased the numbers of pairs who will qualify to the final.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anybody's ranking if
Exactly.
you just let more people in.
Because they will probably be in the same,
Yeah.
maybe 2 or 3 spots difference. So
Yeah, and I also like speedbuzzing because when you do the puzzle, it's just like you.
Yeah.
Like Alejandro likes to say that it's just like you against the puzzle type of situation. Of course, in the end, when you're finished, then we're going to compare the rankings, the results.
yeah.
But it's just different. Like what everybody else is doing doesn't really affect your performance at all. I mean, it can, of course, if you're really paying attention and it affects you that way. But in like in theory it doesn't really.
Yeah, I mean, I do better in competition settings because I
same.
feel the pressure because everyone around me finishes, and I'm like, okay, I need to focus more. And I usually just look over to the next table to see their progress, and so it can be more stressful for some people,
Yeah.
and it works better for other people. So.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, you kind of compete with yourself.
Exactly.
And I think that's important in speed puzzling too, that you compare yourself to yourself or someone similar to you.
Yes. Like if you go to, like, this is a funny thing I always say, if you go to the myspeedpuzzling.com,
Yeah.
don't always go and compare yourself like against the, like, I don't know, let's say Victor.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go there every time you finish a puzzle and compare yourself to Victor, I'm telling you what's gonna be the end result. You will be disappointed every damn time.
Yeah.
So yeah, you really have to find like somebody, I call it space setters, that is like very similar to your level. That sometimes maybe you're a little bit faster, sometimes you're a little bit slower.
Yeah.
And you know that maybe have a similar like. I don't want to say development, but you know that has maybe similar way of like they're practicing. Like it's not somebody who never practices, and you practice all the time. I usually use like Tobias Bremer as my space setter because
Okay.
I think he is faster than me in general, but sometimes I'm faster than him. And then I realized that he only does puzzles like after the kids go to sleep or something like late at night, and I was like, well, maybe I have the advantage then at home because I puzzle on the daytime when it's good lighting and everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still works for me as long as it kind of like it does the purpose of motivating you. So
Yeah. Did you compete in this round?
no,
No.
I'm only competing on the solos today
Okay.
and yesterday.
Because I think the lighting situation was bad
Yeah.
here because when someone was standing, you got the shadows on the table.
Yeah, I think it's worse when there is pairs or teams.
Yeah.
You're kind of used to your own shadow, I think.
Yeah.
In a way,
that's-
it's weird because I've done live streams and people sometimes comment like, "Isn't your shadow like annoying to you?" But I don't think a person pays attention to their own shadow that much. Maybe some people do.
No, because,
I don't.
because you kind of expect it to be a shadow.
Yes, it's already
Yeah,
in your brain. Your
yeah.
brain is like already like expecting it. But when it's somebody else's shadow, you're like, "What is this? I don't like this."
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. But that's the problem when you have those kind of like we don't have natural light here at all because, well, there's no windows.
No.
So we just have the lighting coming from directly from the
Ceiling.
roof. Yeah, ceiling. I mean, it's the same for everybody at least.
Yeah,
If
it
nothing
is.
else. So everybody has the shadow issue. I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, except people who sit. But then also it's your choice whether you stand.
Yeah. We felt, me and my partner,
Yeah.
felt that we were faster when we stand.
Yeah, same. You kind of have like you're going for it.
Yeah.
When I sit down, I'm like, it's like the same if I would be like, I don't know, I don't watch TV, but probably like similar. To my brain, it would be like indicating you're doing something like relaxing right now
Yeah.
if you sit down. Sometimes I do it's funny thing because I if my back starts hurting or something else, I may sit down for a second, and the moment my butt literally touches the chair, I'm like, no, wait, this is no. And I like stand up right after again.
That's good.
Yeah.
you like, your brain is
Yes.
wired to like tell you, no, I cannot do this.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I watch when you practice, you stand on your counter.
Yes.
Why do you do that when you know the competition settings are like this?
So yeah, because I think it's just like I have like a seasonal training, so I do a lot of puzzles on my kitchen counter because obviously it's more economical in a way. But usually, like I would say, 2 weeks before a competition, I move all my practices on my kitchen table.
Okay.
Yeah, so I get kind of like adjusted to that, you know. I need to
sitting
bend a
okay.
little bit more over.
Yeah.
And also like a smaller space. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
we are lucky enough to have one table for each participant today.
Yeah, that's really good. But I have to say that sometimes if you have like a too much space, that's also a problem. You
Yes.
spread your pieces too far away, and that's actually the issue that I do with my kitchen counter that you just referred. That my pieces are awfully too far away with that one, and that's why I'm actually sometimes faster on my kitchen table with the smaller
Yes,
space.
Okay.
Even if it's that small space that my pieces start like literally like piling up, you can have like. But with that kitchen counter, they're just like half a meter away. Okay, we have
Okay, sorry.
no worries. We have 10 minutes left, and then we're done with pairs, and then it's just in half an hour, and then we will have the ultimate final.
Yes. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a exclusive
Yes.
puzzle.
Yes.
And I don't know, is the artist here maybe? So it's gonna be an interview?
Yeah, that's the big question, but I think Veronica would keep that also quiet.
Okay.
Because I mean, the moment if you tell the artist or something, people start. I think in the world there was this situation that one of the artists who did one of the exclusive puzzles, they had this thing. I don't remember what is it called. A lot of YouTubers use it for like membership. I don't remember what's the platform called, but she had over there. Some kind of podcast or something, and she revealed that one of her puzzles is going to be used.
Okay.
So yeah, that was like, and obviously it was a rumor that started circulating afterwards.
Yeah, so because if you know the artist, you get the sense of what type of puzzle you might get.
Yeah, exactly, and you can go like through what have they done,
Yeah.
because for example the themes puzzle yesterday, it was actually made out of the poster that already exists.
Okay.
Yes, if you go and follow on it on Instagram, you can see that she has the poster there. That it's obviously when it was made into a puzzle, it was like I guess made out of two posters, but it's very similar. Maybe
Okay.
some elements has been changed around. I
see.
think. Yeah. But yeah, I think it would be too much to reveal the artist.
Yes.
It does help. It does help.
But I mean, when we start, maybe she or he is gonna come.
I would love that. It was so
Yeah.
much fun yesterday to talk about like how, and also like I feel like, because for example yesterday the artist is not like a person who does puzzles that much themselves. So it's always like interesting. Because she did have like really good ideas that she didn't, for example, so the elements that kind of like got switched up with the location were that she was thinking that okay, maybe it's a too similar texture, too near. So I actually love that she was like actually thinking this
Yes.
way without actually having the experience of speed puzzling.
But maybe she has done puzzles on her own. Like
Yeah, like some puzzles for sure.
I'm so sorry for my coughing.
Well, it's been a long weekend.
Yes, it has.
It's a lot of people. Do you ever get sick like right after the events? I think that's a thing for a lot of people. There's so many people.
Yes, but I think I have like a week at home
Yeah.
and then get sick. That's like typical for me. So I don't know if it's because of the event or if it's because sometimes it lays in your body and then yeah. But Kristin, she always gets sick.
Yeah, I know that. And I think like what I do often is like I literally quarantine before big competitions.
Yeah.
That's also the reason why I usually like travel. I would say 2-3 days before the competition starts. If I go to the Worlds or something, also when I went to Sweden, I go purposely a few days earlier because then if I get sick, because you know the airport is also not so fun. So then I have a chance that I will get like back on
better,
track
yeah.
before the competition starts.
That's smart.
Yeah.
If you have the possibility to do it.
Yes, Yeah.
No-
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know. I don't know if this is a little bit of privilege, but yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that, so that's what I do.
I can also do that. I have a job that accepts
Yeah.
yeah, different times and yeah.
Yeah. Same. Because I don't have like I work. I technically I don't work remotely. I own my company, so I can work.
You're
from-
the boss. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had this funny thing on the other day. I had a phone contract for my company, and I got a text message that the contract has been changed. That contact your company's like a contact person, and I contacted the phone company, and I was like, what's happening? What has been changed? And they answered to me like, ask your boss. And I'm like, wait a second, one moment, I will go and ask. All right, she said she doesn't know. Can you please tell me now? I don't know how did they miss that, but yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
But it's good. But I understand, and also I think with the world it's a bit tricky because people who work in the academic world, it's the worst timing in September because
Okay.
the school starts. And it's really,
Yes.
really because I have like a lot of us friends. For example, Anime from Switzerland. I think it's just so hard for teachers, for example, to get time off in the
Yes.
very beginning of the semester.
That is very true. Yeah.
Especially when you go and tell, I have this speed busing competition. People
That's
don't
not
get it.
important.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I don't think you're gonna get the time off.
No.
I mean, you should. It's a sport,
Yes.
so like, why not? But yeah, but I also understand that you cannot also have it in the middle of the summer because then it's like too hot.
Yes.
Unless
But,
you move it to another location.
yes,
Have you ever
that's,
thought about that one?
I mean, it's been in Spain for 4 years now.
Too long. I mean, it depends because there was obviously the COVID in between. So
Yes. 2 years.
yeah, I'm kind of rooting for having it in Sweden, just for the reason because they do have the resources, they have the organization to
Yes,
they
they
do
have
everything
been
well.
doing it
Yeah.
well, but they should definitely consider moving locations in Sweden too, if
Yes. Yes.
if that's going to be a
Yeah.
thing. They do have the Nordics now coming up in
Yeah.
Sweden, so
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting. I'm quite
Yes.
excited for that.
so a lot of competition is happening now. I
Yeah.
feel. So you have the European Championship too.
Yeah, that's also the first time. It's gonna be very interesting as well.
And I see on Instagram that America has different district or state
Yeah.
championships.
Yeah, same as like I think in Australia they also have like these state championships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have different online competitions, like
Yeah.
your Jigsaw Jam, and also my Speed Puzzle Pals have these free
Yeah,
events.
the Discord thing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, there is a lot of, and there is like more online competitions coming up that I'm aware of. So yeah, there is like a lot of options. What I actually like with the EJJs is that they have now like the plus 50 club.
Yes.
Because like just from the coaching point of view, I kind of hate. It's hard to motivate people when they do the same competition that has the same group competing almost all the time,
yeah.
because you don't really see the development. And I think you need to give people the opportunity that they can actually fight for the podium spots. It makes them more hungry in a way, and then not only that, it's more motivating, but when you kind of like get the taste of the let's say top 10,
Yeah.
you're more feeling the fight for it for the next time.
Yes.
And also when you are actually speedbuzzing and you have this knowledge that you may actually place well, you put a little bit, it's almost like automatically you put at least 5 to 10% a little bit more.
Yeah.
Of course you can always put, okay, we have
1 minute left.
1 minute left. obviously you should be able to find always that 10% more anyway, but it is really hard. It requires a lot of mental skill to be able to do that. But when you are actually competing with the right level group, you almost have it automatically. You don't need to.
Yeah.
It's an interesting phenomenon, like psychologically speaking. But yeah, so I would always wish that there would be more like these competitions where, not obviously nationals, but like more this.
I mean, they did something similar in the German. They had the different categories.
Yeah, but I don't
for the-
necessarily talk about. Okay, so I think in US they have this speedbustling.com that does similar to EJJ's competitions, and they also have. They actually put people in groups. So I think they're literally in different. I don't know if they use Google Meets or Zoom. All right, we're done. By the way, Earth is over.
We don't really have a lot of people left. So
Yeah,
good job, people.
Yeah, they're just gonna count the pieces now for the pairs who are left and then get prepared. Actually, I can see they quite well already prepared with the table numbers
Yes.
for the individual finals, so we're ready to get it started. But yeah, I also have to. I'm sorry, we're in such the middle of an interesting conversation, but I think we have to start preparing for the next live stream, and
Yes.
also we're gonna compete there. So thank you for tuning in, and in half an hour we will have the individual final and see what the puzzle will be. So yeah,
Tune in.
yes.